So hi guys, today I am going to be doing a walkthrough on a very popular error that learners encounter when they start learning data science, or they are using the Anaconda Jupyter notebook to read data, maybe for the very first time. Now, I'm going to simulate this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder on my desktop, so you can see this. And I'm going to call this folder learning. So this is it. I'll rename this and call this learning. Now, this error is almost always about where you keep your data set before you start your trying to read it. So I'll go to my desktop, and you can see that there's learning here, right? Now I'll open this and I'll create a new notebook here. Now the notebook for notebook 7 will always ask you if you need to indicate a kernel. I indicate this. Now I don't think there's any need to name it, but to name the notebook, but I'll just go ahead. Now let's assume, the assumption is you're trying to read a data set, right? You're into a data frame. Now to do that, you would have to import the pandas library. Now we do that, so import pandas, and we give it the alias PD. Now occasionally the problem you would have is folks reading their data sets into their data frame and getting this error. And so here, so I call this df, and of course pd.read_csv, which is the method for reading it. Now if I'm to show you this is the folder. There's nothing like a data set inside, right? If I'm to come over here, you notice that with learning there's nothing in here. It's just the untitled file that we have. Now here is the data I want to read. I want to read this iris data set. You see it over here, iris. Now if I come over here and I try to read, and I do this and I say iris.csv, and I run this, now you can see that I get an error. You can see over here, you can already see file not found error, and if I go to the bottom of it, it's going to be like no such file or directory. Now learners get this a lot, and most times if they're taking online courses and the online tutor does not specify this, it seems like it kind of is a problem. So two things to do, right? You could go to this and copy the file. Here I copy this file and I go over to this spot and I paste it here. So this is it. Now if I go over to the directory, you would notice that the file is here already. Now if I run this again, I am certain not to have this error again. So you see this, it happens, and now I can definitely read the first 5 rows. So the interesting thing about this tutorial is to encourage learners to create a folder. Always create a folder you want to work with and drop all your files inside, and then that's the folder, that's the directory that you're going to be reading through your Jupyter notebook. See that? Another one you could do is you could get the path to it. Now for Mac users, if you hold down the option file and then search for copy, you see copy file directory, and I've done that. So that means if I come over here and I switch this, this is the file directory, and you can see that it's in my download folder, and still it's going to run without any error. So remember this: create a folder where you want to start your learning from. Right, once you create a folder, store the data sets inside there, which is one of the easiest ways. You can see learning has my folder already, and the error you're getting would cease to exist. All right, so like, subscribe to this channel for tips.